going to start our key account growth analysis by thinking about our own company's situations. Generally, I find this is one of the areas in which the majority of account managers feel most comfortable. And probably because of this, it's one of the areas in which lots of assumptions are made, not all of which turn out to be true. One of the problems is that when we think we know our own situation pretty well, and since we spend a lot of our time in our own company with our own colleagues, we tend to assume quite naturally that we understand everything, specifically everything about our company anyway. But the problem can arise because we make assumptions. We assume that the key account sees our company in just the same way that we do. And we also assume that the things we were good at are the things that we will continue to be good at. Now, why is that a problem? Well, if we think that we have a great customer service, but the key account sees our service as no more than average, or if we think we have a great product range, but the key account believes that a competitor of ours is, say, more innovative at product development, then the assumptions we make about our strengths may not be true. And this inevitably leads to unhappy surprises. For example, we have a curious situation reported by a senior manager in which the perceived problem was not a problem at all.
Ever since I joined this company, people had complained about our marketing communications. It was universally accepted that we got poor support and pretty much ended up doing the job ourselves. We were all convinced that this was a major problem, and it was always listed on the SWOT chart. We thought it had a big impact on our customer relationships. Finally, the whole business got merged with another business unit, and the marketing communications was taken over. The new team was so much better, and we thought this would make a big difference. The problem was, it made no difference at all. It turned out that the customers were perfectly happy anyway. They didn't think it was that great either, but they didn't care. It wasn't such a big deal for them.
And here's another, in which the real problem wasn't identified because no one did an objective review.
We used to be terrible at delivery. The customers were always complaining. I thought that if only we could get it fixed, then our business would be so much better. Finally, we got it fixed. It made no difference. The fact was that everyone else was pretty bad, and the customers were really more interested in the product consistency, which we were good at. So we had just as much business, but fewer complaints. Then we improved our product quality. Business went up. The customers were really interested in having products that ran through the line without stopping it. In our analysis, we did not consider product quality because no one mentioned it, but we thought delivery was a weakness because we got lots of complaints. Okay, so delivery was a problem, but it was not really costing us business. Delivery was not so important, but product quality was a huge potential strength because the competitors had now upgraded their lines. If we had been more objective with our internal audit, we could have figured this out much earlier. In the end, we only found out by accident.
The best way I've found to go about doing this is to get a team of account managers together to discuss and define your own strengths and weaknesses. It's good to do this as a group because you can challenge each other and you can ensure that you don't make assumptions. You don't need to be together in the same room or even at the same time. Each person can offer suggestions for comment by the others. And if you use this approach, then do give yourself a short period of time, say a week or so, to develop the list together. We'll talk more about this in the Ideas to Action unit. So I'm hoping that you now appreciate that you need to have an objective view of your own company's strengths and weaknesses. Thank you.